Hi, I'm Martin Kelly, a web designer and social media consultant who works a lot with Friends Schools. And a few weeks ago, I had a neat opportunity. I was asked by the Friends Council of Education to come speak to some public relation professionals from Quaker schools, many in the Philadelphia area, but some scattered about too, to talk about Web 2.0 and all the new media technologies and what independent Friends schools should be doing. So it was a really great opportunity, and we met at Germantown Friends School, and I presented a little presentation for that. Now, plenty of people, it's too far to travel or they couldn't make it, so I thought I'd turn the presentation into this little video. So I hope you enjoy it. So to start off with here, let me switch over to the presentation. There we go. And the presentation, which is also available online as a Google Docs document, is all about Web 2.0. Now, there's lots of ways of defining Web 2.0. The way I like to talk about it is Web 2.0 gives regular people the opportunity to share their message online, to share photos, to share videos, things that used to take large budgets and quite a bit of expertise can now be done on your average cell phone. People can make videos, send them right up to YouTube. It's kind of an amazing age. So this is my presentation. What is our message? Keeping afloat. And the first thing that I'd like to talk about is why we need to do this. And partly the reason we need to do this is because Google and other search engines, when people search, they'll find more than just you. You might have a great website for your school, but there's all sorts of other things they might be finding. So here on this Google page, you'll see that number one, searching for the school, people will see the school website. Number two will also be another page for the school website. Number three, though, will be Wikipedia. And Wikipedia, probably most of you are aware, is an online encyclopedia where anyone can edit. And it's remarkably accurate even for that, but Wikipedia is a place where people can put things that you might not want to be sharing about your school on there. And the fourth hit here on Google is from GreatSchools.net, which is a kind of rating service. People can talk about what they like in the school or not. After I gave this presentation, let me bring the picture in here. After I gave this presentation, one of the folks there confided to me that she was sort of scared when she saw that this Friends School Google search came up because somewhere in their top 10 they have an embarrassing hit. So, you know, this is something to really be concerned about, to think about this way. Okay, so next slide here is Wikipedia. And let's switch on over to Wikipedia, and I'll get myself out there. Wikipedia here has a great little article here about Germantown Friends School. We were meeting in Germantown Friends, which is why I let them be the guinea pig here. And it's just important to know that these are group edited. It's independent, so it'll give all sorts of message. And oftentimes it's more factual than the official sites, or if not exactly factual, it is a better overview sometimes for prospective people, where we put together a website for our school or any kind of an organization and we tell them what we think that they want to hear. Well, Wikipedia is a more general introduction. So for a lot of people who are just kind of curious, well, what is this Friends School like? The Wikipedia article is actually a kind of easier way sometimes to get information about it than the official website would be. So moving right along here. So how do we find out who wins and who doesn't when people are searching online? How does Google actually rank these? And here we go with, on the top here, this list of PageRank. Now, Google goes through and gives every page on the internet a rank from 1 to 10 about how important it thinks it is. Who wins? Who gets a good PageRank? Well, content. If you share what you're doing online, Google will notice it. It's all automated. It's all these fancy algorithms. But basically, if you put up photos, if you put up videos, if you put up student papers even, ones that might be appropriate, Google will notice, and you'll be rewarded with ever higher PageRank. There's a lot that someone who's a search engine optimization guru can do, but in general, the first thing really to do is just to put up a lot of content. that's oftentimes very important. One of the things we were talking about is mainstream press. How do we get the attention of mainstream press? And so I shared with the folks there this article from 1998. There's a little picture of me down there. Hi again. So you can see the picture of me there with the cat. This was a article in the New York Times online edition about a peace website that I had. And this came about because of an email I sent just sort of randomly. There was no fancy media campaign. There was a reporter who I liked, and I thought that this might be an interesting article. So without even thinking, I just jotted off an email. Other big press attentions that I got with this whole peace project came from reporters just looking for a particular slant on an article, and they started calling up everyone they could. And because I had a website that I posted to frequently, they could find me. It was great publicity there. So reporters oftentimes do want to find you. If you have something that they need right now, it's their deadline time, you might just be lucky enough to get their attention here just by having good content on your website. So how do we get good content? What's some of the good content? And here I give some examples from left to right here. It's a YouTube video that a friend of mine put together about Quaker testimonies. Just to the right of it is a new website for Friends Council on Education, an online forum where all sorts of Friends School professionals can post and share. It's a great thing, great little service, friendscouncil.net. And up above that is a blog, just a standard blog. Someone, a friend of mine, who never really wrote a lot before, but has gathered a lot of attention because she suddenly became a blogger and started writing all this great stuff and has gotten a lot of attention. So what you find are that people who aren't necessarily professional videographers or professional photographers or professional writers will use these new social media as ways of sharing their message. And when you're going to be putting out content, be open, be transparent, and find ways that the public can interact with what you're doing. Moving right along. Oh, I have this little cheesy icons here. Web 2.0, again, this is what we're talking about. And what I think of Web 2.0, I don't think about this style of icons or any of the sort of marketing media hype, but it's the idea that the cost and technical expertise needed to put together great web content is becoming very easy, that anyone can do it. And I'm sure you sort of know it, that you'll have a lot of students with their own Facebook pages, and they're putting up videos and photos and sharing it with people. You don't need to be a professional to put up great content. So I'm just really here trying to encourage you to do that. And then one thing that becomes then the next question is, once you have great material, how do you present it? And here I shared a page that I helped put together for Penn Charter School in Philadelphia. Now, they had put together all sorts of great videos and great pictures online. Videos they put up on YouTube and pictures up on Flickr, a popular video sharing service. And they needed a way, though, for it to display on their website. So I did a little Web 2.0 magic here so it displays. But the point is that you want to then be able to present yourself and really just present a much more well-rounded vision of your school than we've really been able to give before. You know, parents and prospective students and neighbors and even city council people will be able to go to your site. We'll get a feel for your school. They'll find out, you know, what your school is really like. What do the students look like? What kind of things do they do? Is it a nice atmosphere? Because we're having all this content we're putting up, you get a much better picture of this. You know, we have that old saying that a picture is worth 1,000 words. Well, here are a situation where pictures are worth 1,000 words. Showing a diverse student population in all the photographs is just as good, perhaps better, than just claiming you have that. So, you know, the more we put up there, the more we're sharing with the world, and it's going to come back as good publicity. So I hope you like this little video and the presentation I gave. Again, martinkelly.com is where you can find me if you want more consulting help about all this. And thank you, and good luck with your schools. Take care. Bye-bye.